Most dramas that we've seen always have these couples who fell in love and then they have to suffer through misunderstandings and go through long, painful, and lonely separations before they reach happy ever after. That's why we always appreciate it when we find a drama where the couple gets together and never parted their ways no matter what challenges they face in their life and relationship. Misunderstandings are resolved quickly without dragging on. Considering these type of dramas are few, so here in this video, we are going to talk about the top 10 best Turkish dramas where the main lead has no breakup. Number 10. My Sweet Lie. My Sweet Lie TV series story is about a white lie that aims to make a little girl happy but eventually causes a complex relationship. After being abandoned by his wife, Nejat becomes a single parent to his 6-year-old child. A chance meeting with Suna changes Nejat's life as he begins to fall in love with her, making the lives of him and his daughter more enjoyable. Furkan Pelali, the popular actor of the series My Sweet Lie, won the prize as Best Player of the Romantic Comedy TV series. He received the prize from Turkey Brand Leader Awards. Number 9. Lifeline. The story of Lifeline is about Nefis Zorlu as a young woman who was sold as a bride to marry a rich man. After 8 years of a nightmarish marriage, the only good thing in Nefis' life is her boy Yigit. Nefis tried to escape from her husband Vedat Seher for many times, but every escape attempt was failed until she met with Tahir Kelali. Tahir is a modest young man in a rich family. He is the hard worker and brave. He works in a sand ship owned by his family. Tahir's life is changed forever when he went to Istanbul for a business contract and visited Vedat Seher's house. Tahir was witness to the violence on Nefis. Then Nefis asked him for helping her to escape with her boy. Tahir decided to help Nefis and her boy and take them to Trabzon. The escape and the adventure with drama, thriller, and romance make this TV series a perfect drama. Number 8. The Agency. The Agency TV series story is about 4 agents and their assistants who work in the talented agency EGO. There are 4 agents, Kiraj, Faris, Janar, and Paraj, working under the talent agency EGO. These 4 agents have different personalities and they struggle to handle tricky situations in each day while defending their clients. However, their work is so challenging because their clients are popular actors and actresses who have different demands. The agents of EGO do their best to skillfully balance their private and professional lives while fighting in the wild world of celebrity. The story becomes complicated after the sudden death of EGO's founder, who owns the majority stake in the company. Number 7. Everywhere I Go. The story of the series turns around Demir and Selin, and both claim the same house. Moreover, they're both stubborn. However, like a trick of fate, they are forced to live together. As if this is not enough, the company will become inevitable when someone comes to the company Demir works for and the other as manager. Selin has been working in an architect company for a long time. Furthermore, she takes her job as a family. Demir, on the other hand, comes back to Turkey in order to grow his career. Thus, Demir's and Selin's path cross in that company, so the funny and mortal competition between these two groups starts. Number 6. The Male Lover. The series tells the enthralling love story of the passionate and beautiful Zeynep and charismatic businessman Kenan, who and the rivals who threaten to down their romance with a web of deceptions and lies. Zeynep lives with her twin children. She is divorced from Oktay. Zeynep was married to Oktay with great love during her university years. However, she is divorced from him as she was cheated on. Zeynep thereafter loses her faith in men and closes her heart to love until she met Kenan. Yelda, on the other hand, is one of the women who are after Kenan. And what's more, she intends to carry on the business partnership they have just started with Kenan to marriage. Number 5. Winter Sun. In this story, you'll explore a wonderful detective story with a psychological twist. When two businessmen kill off the third partner in their company, there's one crucial witness to the murder. The victim's young son. 20 years later, F.A. becomes an adult who remembers nothing about his origins. He becomes a humble fisherman who lives happily with his adopted family. Enver will portray the daughter of a wealthy family, lost self, an impossible love, and a history filled with secrets. Ife is investigating the mysterious death of his father and will enter a very challenging struggle. Number 4. Flames of Desire. The story points out an old Turkish tradition, betrothed in the candle, and its consequences in modern life. To reconcile their friendship after the dispute, Birim and his blood brother Salih promise to marry their children to one another in the future. The children are raised in different cities until they are of age to marry. Birim is a wealthy businessman who lives in Istanbul with his son Kerim. After his college graduation, they pay Birim's old friend a visit to the village. Salih introduces his daughter Hulia to them. Despite their father's intentions, the children have already established their individual lives. However, there is something that they never took into account that awaits them. It's a story about love with the struggle between their desires and what they already have in their life. Number 3. An Anatolian Tale. The TV series story is about three cousins who pursue their dreams and try to achieve the impossible despite all obstacles. Taner is a young inventor living in a small town named Gidili in the middle of the moon. Taner wants to be successful in order to impress Dilek. At the same time, Ramazan wants to attract a beautiful girl, Asuman, who is daughter of Mayor. Taner and his cousins Vaisal and Ramazan has been dreaming to build an airplane for years, and they finally managed to build it. And also at the same time, they succeeded to convince a company to see and invest in their airplane. The company decided to send an engineer to the town. The engineer was a surprise name, his childhood sweetheart Dalek. Number 2. Yarker. The TV series story is about a murder case which brings a fearless lawyer Selin and rule-based prosecutor together. While she was still in law school, Selin's father was framed for a crime he didn't commit. There is the law and there is the justice, and ever since her father went to prison, Selin knows which side she is on. Selin becomes a defense attorney and is known as brave, dynamic, and reckless advocate, respected by her peers but constantly in trouble with prosecutors and the police. Aegis is a no-nonsense prosecutor who does everything by the book. His father is the well-respected chief of homicide of the Istanbul Police Department, and it's from him that Aegis gets his incorruptible sense of right and wrong. For him, law and justice are the same thing, so when Selin comes to him looking for a back-channel info to help clear a client, Aegis throws her out of his office. Number 1. In Spite of Love. In Spite of Love TV series story, you'll watch the funny stories of Daphne and Yellen, who work in the same firm but do not get along with each other very well. Daphne is the leading female character of the series. She takes place in the series as a young and clever newly graduate. Daphne is a computer engineer and is very excited about the new and the first job she's about to start. In her first day at the company, Daphne meets the owner of the company, Yellen, by accident. And the way they meet each other was unexpected and a funny coincidence. While she thought that the man she met is casual security guy, but on the other, she actually met the owner of the firm. That's it for this video. Hope to see you back soon for more. Thank you so much for watching.